Hey, how's it going, guys? Been a while since we've done one of these. Welcome to the pseudo-weekly, sometimes monthly, always late PWC Muscle Podcast. I'm Joe Zamataro, and as always, joined with PWC Muscle co-owner Greg Hall and our shop manager Daryl Williams.
What's going on?
What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so we have a lot to get to in this episode and have a good show lined up for you. It's been about 60 days since our last studio-style podcast, and during the peak of season, there's just always a ton going on, so it's sometimes hard to get to, but glad to be able to get this one going and be back with you guys.
Yeah, it's been crazy here lately.
Oh, yeah, I mean, PWC Muscle has been rocking real well. This has been our busiest summer yet, and just keep growing, and thank you to all of our friends, our customers who oftentimes become friends, everyone that supports us and has our back. Definitely appreciate it. It's been a heck of a summer for sure.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride. It's definitely been a little eye-opening with some stuff. We've been super busy getting things made, and it's been a great summer so far. Well,
since you brought that up, getting things made, why don't we, first topic for today, actually get into that. So, with our spark brackets.
Yeah, so we had an opportunity a few months ago to kind of take over something that a fellow by the name of Jeff Brown had started. What they are is an extension onto the original VTS style sparks that had the IBR. So if you have VTS and IBR in a 2014 through 2016, you can add our bracket to it, and what it does is
let's back up just a little bit. So everyone knows that Sea-Doo came out with the Trixx model of the spark, and you can now retrofit any 2017 and newer Sea-Doo spark and turn it into a Trixx. Mm-hmm. You got to get the handlebar riser, the foot wedges. You have to have already IBR installed, and you need the extended VTS, but then you can basically turn it into a Trixx and do the same stuff. But if you had a 2014 through 2016 model, they don't have the same range on the trim of the VTS to be able to really pop your nose out of the water and be able to play with it the same way. So what we're talking about is actually a solution to that, so that it's not the full range of the Trixx, but it's pretty close.
You have the graphic, right?
Yeah.
Where you can see it's about halfway between the original VTS and the extended VTS. So you do get quite a bit of extra range with it.
So yeah, the product is the P3 Labs Spark Extended Trim ramp brackets, and they're made of Delrin, which is a really strong engineering thermoplastic. It's used in precision parts. They're CNC cut, and it replaces those stock ramps that are in your Sea-Doo Spark. Gives you 5 additional degrees of range from the stock VTS setup, which makes it a breeze to do tricks on your Spark, pop your nose up, and really allows you to play with your Spark in a whole new way that opens up a lot of fun at slow speeds.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Over the years we've had so many people ask us, what options do you have, and until now, there hasn't been any. So this is it. Right now we're doing them. They're $199 introductory price.
So come with a there we go, with a set of brackets that are easy to install. You really just need basic hand tools in order to put them on. 5-minute installation. You'll notice an immediate difference. You do have to have, again, IBR and a VTS already installed, but it'll give you that extra range.
Yeah, that is, again, like you said, this is for only IBR VTS enabled skis.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. It's a pretty cool product that I know people have been asking for it ever since the Trixx came out, that they wanted to convert, and it's pre-sold a bunch of units, and those are already shipped out, and now taking full orders for anyone else.
Yeah. And the free shipping coupon, you can use that, the 10% off, of course, that we have. Facebook 10, you can use that as well. So
yeah, definitely use the actually use podcast 10, 10% off, and then I think shipping is going to end up being pretty cheap on those anyway.
Yeah.
All right, that was a lot of talking. My mouth's kind of parched. I told you that I'd bring this rum over this time. Greg's more of a whiskey guy, but this Diplomatico rum that I've enjoyed for the past couple months.
Yeah.
It is Friday after all, and it's after 5 o'clock.
What's up, Cam? Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Haven't forgot about you, brother. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get their decals out.
I've been busting him up about those decals.
Oh.
Look at how hard Daryl's working right now to get those decals out for you.
Sweating right now.
See if you like this
He's
one.
cutting them.
Cheers.
He's cutting them under the table.
He's cutting something under the table.
Yeah.
It's not-
Nah, he is working on. Did we get all the materials in? Because I know
We
we
did.
had a bunch on.
We did. We
On order,
finally.
okay.
I still have more coming in. God, what colors? We ordered,
We ordered a bunch of different
Bunch.
colors for the vinyl plotter.
but yeah,
I think Cam
have
was one red.
Yep, I have red for him, so I'm gonna do my best. It looks like we're kind of freed up now for the most part, so I think Monday morning I can get in there, get it cut, and we'll ship it. I'll ship
Yeah.
it right then to you.
Well, since he was brought up, why don't we talk about this past weekend in that ride?
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. I wish we could have made it.
So what we're talking about now is the WNYPWC Can-Am ride that was a huge success. They had a ton of people. See, actually, I stole off of YouTube a video that somebody posted up there, I believe.
Yeah, Craig sent a
This
ton of
is it.
pictures.
This was easier. This has the pictures in it, actually.
It's perfect.
Yeah, something like 111
playing audio,
waivers
is it?
signed.
Okay. Oh, we'll let it play in the background. Greg, you have information on how that went, right?
Yeah. So it looks like it was an awesome event. Pulling it up, yeah, 111 waivers signed, and they handed out a ton of free stuff. Looks like everyone had just a blast there. We really wish we could have come. I think maybe we're gonna try to make arrangements to get at least one of us, maybe two of us, out there next year, so we can join along with the ride. We always like stuff like that and like to be involved in stuff like that. So it's an honor that we were able to
Just be a sponsor.
be a sponsor of that event, because like I was telling Craig, he's growing the sport, and he's doing so much for the sport, and then planting the seed with all the youngins to come up and enjoy jet skis and PWCs just like we have. So it's pretty neat. It's
So it from what I'm reading here, the original plan, they rode about 15 miles all together, like with each other, and then ended up breaking off to go all over the area, right above Niagara Falls.
yeah, they have some pretty good shots overhead. Looks like they did with the drone.
Mhm.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
have
This-
this pulled up. You can see how many skis they had out there.
So
They
this
had
video
some
was
boats
from
as well.
their Facebook or YouTube page, where this video is coming from. But yeah, getting 100 people participating in any event is that's fun, man.
Yeah. Looks like they started around 9 o'clock in the morning. I know from what Craig was saying, they all hung out pretty much all day.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find that. I'll skip around, see if I can get some of the drone. Oh, here we go. Right there. It's the next shot.
Yeah.
There you go. I started counting the skis at one point, and I think I lost track after I got past, I think 50 is when I just decided
Just
to
gave
call
up,
it quits.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people out there riding, and good job putting on such a good event. It's tough when you are going to have one that big to be able to get everything coordinated, and it's a lot of work to get everybody on the same page, which we've done events in the past. We know
Yeah.
how hard it is, especially with permits, and I know that the Coast Guard
Coast
had
Guard,
to clear
yep.
it, and
Sanctions and it's
Yeah,
a lot.
there's a ton that you have to do to get events like this going, and that's why there's not more of them. But
And it's
all
hard.
it takes is getting the groups together like that, and getting the
Yeah.
one guy to kind of spearhead it, and a couple guys to spearhead. I know Cam helped quite a bit too. Cameron Charles, that's here in the.
And it's hard to make everyone happy with when you have an event like that. But I mean, all that matters is that you guys had fun, and it makes it worth the while. So good job on you guys, and keep it up. We'll do everything we can to actually go up there next year and be part of this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's
Yeah, they were talking about asking if anybody had done a Bimini run. Maybe we can set something up with them next year, bring them down here and do a Bimini run.
Yeah, I know a number. I haven't done one myself. I know a number of people who have, and it's all about timing the weather for the most part. But
it looks like a blast.
Yeah, there's another group that's been contacting me that's been interested in it too. The Altoona riding group with
up in Georgia.
Yep.
Yeah. Jermaine over there, a real good guy that's I've gotten to know really well over the last few months. He's been bugging me about it, so it'd be a really fun trip.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you go a distance like that just makes it fun to get out of your normal element.
Yeah,
I would love to do one of those to Cuba as well, which I mean, a lot of people have talked about. I don't know that it's really been done on a scale that's more than say 10 vessels.
Yeah.
Where you get a good solid number of people riding.
I know the guys at Riva just did a Bimini run too, didn't they?
Well, they're doing the
the
Keys
Riva
Invasion.
Oh, the Keys
right.
Invasion is
I
what
think
they're
that's
doing.
tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they did a Bimini run maybe a couple weeks ago as well.
Yeah.
But they're in good proximity to
Yeah.
do that. They're already down there.
Right.
And that's that area is pretty much the closest spot you can get, or the furthest east you can get in Florida to make it that much shorter of a run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're going to Gator Reef tomorrow.
Yeah, that's an event that we should plug too. I'm going to pull up some more information on that. I saw they posted a few things on their I think Facebook page this morning about that. Yeah, it's tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Down, looks like they're going to head towards Key Largo. Let me see. Yeah, Alligator Reef, like you said, they're going to be down there for about an hour. It looks like they're going to be headed back around 5:30. So yeah, it should be a good time too. So check that out. If you go on Facebook, type in Riva Invasion, it'll come right up. That's what I just did. So it looks like that's going to be a blast too. If you're looking for a ride this weekend, I know it's kind of short notice, but you never know. If you're down in that area and you're going out tomorrow, you might as well join them.
Yeah.
Yeah, always the more the merrier.
Yeah, they're definitely open to new riders.
I mean, the water around Gator Reef is beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Which island is that?
It's
which key?
Oh man, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I can tell you.
Yeah, if you want to pull it up real fast. I mean, always when you go in that area, it's it's hard to compare the water that we have here in Tampa Bay. I mean, it's always not always, but more often than not, it's going to be very, very low visibility, not much clarity, and doesn't have that pretty blue.
We ride sometimes. Every once in a while, you'll get that clear day out there, but most of the time, since it is the water just circulating out there, it's not so much.
Yeah.
It
looks like
you might be able to see a foot.
Yeah, Esmeralda Island.
Oh, Marada, yeah.
Island Marada, yeah. That's where we went a few years ago. We went to some races down there. It's a very pretty area. A lot of great restaurants, actually. I had a good time on that trip.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Ended up staying some extra days. Did some scuba diving as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, since we were talking about Riva too, Riva just introduced a new product, which here, let's get this going here. And it's their steering system for the ST3 platform, which, all right, so basically, let me just get the nomenclature out of the way a little bit. The new Sea-Doo model for the 2018 is the ST3 hull, which is the platform for the GTX, RXT, and Wake Pro. But for simplicity's sake, and I mean, I do it a lot, I just call all of these the same model as the GTX, since it's the same platform. And that way it's not as close sounding as RXT versus RXP. But the 2018 GTX steering system now out by Riva, and they just introduced this week. And let's see, it's from them. It's the ultimate race-proven steering system bundle for your 2018 Sea-Doo GTX. This kit includes the Riva Sea-Doo GTX 30-inch handlebars, the control housing set, which you can see in these images that are up here. It replaces the control housing that you had before. and the actual steering system. Riva's steering shaft is constructed of aircraft-grade aluminum tubing for maximum strength and rigidity. It directly replaces the plastic system with a stronger unit, delivering a precision feel and improved dependability. Bulletproof bar clamp accepts our Riva GTX handlebars, includes all necessary installation hardware and instructions. You can purchase this product on PWCmuscle.com, and be sure to use code podcast10 to get 10% off of your order. So this is the new hotness from Riva.
Yeah, there it is.
So I pulled up the pricing on this thing, and it's not cheap. You want to take a, you know what it is?
No, I don't.
Or do they price it up?
You want to take a stab? The whole system, the whole setup.
The whole setup.
Yeah.
550, 600.
Okay. What's your guess, Greg?
With the bars and everything?
Yeah, the whole setup. Yep.
$900.
You're both low, and you're way low. I'll give you this much: just the steering system itself, without, or just the, just the steering system, not including the bars and everything, is $679. So the whole bundle,
right,
is a grand total of $1,059.11.
Sounds about right. I was gonna say 1,000, but
yeah, well, definitely have seen quite a few Riva sponsored riders.
What's up, Jermaine?
Yeah, I see him in there. Speaking of the devil,
he says, I see you guys have some drinks. He doesn't have work today, so he wants to get drunk.
Cheers.
Hey man, you're not that far of a drive. You could have left this morning. You could have been here, man.
I definitely have some rum for you.
Yeah. He once upon a time, I think he told me he lived in Clearwater, not too far from here. He's up near Atlanta now.
Yeah, Clearwater's nice. Clearwater's got that interesting lawsuit that's going on. That's in the news. Or I guess not lawsuit, but legal
battle.
What would you even call it? So it's going to be yet another Florida stand your ground law trial that's coming up. And it was I don't have video on this because we weren't actually planning on talking about it at all. But I mean, it is noteworthy to bring up. But yeah, someone basically was in a parking lot, didn't like the fact that somebody had parked in a handicapped parking spot, started giving them their peace of mind. The boyfriend comes over, shoves the guy to the ground, and the guy, while he's on the ground, pulls his concealed carry and shoots him.
Yeah. I mean, as a concealed carrier, I mean, I don't agree. I think it's a bad shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes us all look bad. If he was that in fear, drawing it, probably would have stopped it. But from watching the video, there's
From what I understand, I didn't see the video yet. There's like a couple seconds passed before he pulled the trigger.
And he's backed off, and he's away. So, I mean, me personally, I don't think it was a good shoot.
Yeah, everything I'm hearing on the news and radio says that it wasn't at all. And there's witnesses, and there's, like I said, cell phone video of it.
Yeah, I mean, watching it on video, it's hard for me to make a decision, I guess, on what I think. I think you have to be there in the moment. I'll let the law decide on that one.
Well, that's one of the things too that you always got to consider: what are the repercussions beyond this trial? And I mean, I have a concealed weapons permit. I carry. I know that other people in this room do too, and I kind of hope this goes down as a bad shoot to more legitimize the law, so that it's not
as of right now. They're not pressing charges though, right?
Well, no. That's not. No, that's they haven't pressed charges.
They haven't yet. So they still
it's
are able
not,
to.
Not that they aren't.
Okay.
They just.
I haven't been keeping up with it. I've been so busy with phone calls and emails. I haven't kept up with any news at all. It's not that I'm ignoring the subject or the topic. I just.
It's
Jermaine will attest to it, right, buddy?
You get busy.
He sees me online all times of the night. He messages me. He's like, "Why aren't you sleeping, man?"
Yeah, I think we said in one of the previous podcasts that it's not uncommon for us to answer the phone sometimes at 10 o'clock at night if we happen to be working on the computer there, just to do it. So yeah, next up on the list of stuff that I have that I want to get to is that we are going to be coming out with some videos, a new build series that we've pretty much wrapped filming on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is again talking about the new 2018 GTX. This is going to be on the 230 model, which is a bit of an underappreciated platform. The major manufacturers are more focusing on the 300 model. However, those are still pretty difficult to get a hold of. A lot of people are settling on a 230 model that still want a new unit, and they want to hook them up and go faster. So we have an upcoming video build series that we'll be releasing over the coming weeks. We transform a 2018 GTX to just make it absolutely scream. So we install a Solus. As of right now, we have a Solus impeller on it, Fizzle intercooler,
Yep.
P3 Labs SSD
Did you do a
exhaust.
supercooler? What do we end up doing?
It's a supercooler.
Supercooler. Yep.
And that actually is a direct bolt-in replacement.
Works great. Fits in perfect. I mean, it's nice.
And definitely there's a massive size difference between the
Yeah.
supercooler and the stock intercooler that's in there. And then we also do the Map X tune on it, so it really turns up the performance on this model. And we're also working on doing an intake, which is going to require some custom stuff that is going to take us a few more weeks. But I mean, it's been a fun ski to work on.
Yeah, I'll be in the shop this weekend, starting on some fabrication for the cold air intake kits and trying to get some of that knocked out. But yeah, it was a fun build. From what we've heard so far, it's night and day. They're extremely happy. So
there's Joe, a little taste of what
some of the stuff we got coming up. Yeah, I mean, man, I love this new GTX. I mean, there's been a number of people that have called me out for being a little too biased towards Yamaha, but I mean, a good platform is a good platform.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what manufacturer makes it. And I mean, the new GTX, the way that it's 10 bolts to remove like the top. It's not the top deck. It's like the engine cover.
Yeah.
And then you can see in these videos, it just
so much room.
So much room. You do so many activities.
So many extra activities.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes it.
Did you build a bunk bed?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, a bunk bed. There's two of them right there. Yeah. So it's. I mean, yeah. Just look at how much space there is when you take those.
I mean, well, now that I'm looking at it and thinking about it, I mean, take this. You want to lay down on the water, just take the seats off and lay down. Throw them off. They'll float.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, they have so many different
configurations now.
Exactly.
With them. Yeah, which I love that. That sold me, honestly, when I saw the first pictures,
the videos
with the separation and put the cooler in the middle. I think that's cool.
And then if you're racing, just ditch the rear seat.
You're right, exactly.
I mean, it's still a stock.
You drop a couple pounds and
still a stock ski when you do that.
Yeah. But
yeah, it was an absolute breeze to work on, unlike some other models that it's just you get so cramped and it's really hard to get your hands in. This one opened it up so that it was real easy. Still, you can see it right there in that shot. Here, let me actually pause it just for a second, make it a little bit more clear. I had to. I've said in previous videos that I put like a liner. I've used toilet paper rolls. These are actually, if you can see, like that's on the side here. You can't see my mouse while I'm highlighting it. That's foam insulation that you can get at Home Depot. It's like $5 for some 20 feet of it. Jermaine just commented, if you want to lay down on the water, you don't need to spend $16,000. Buy you some noodles and a float. But yeah, that's so yeah, using that foam to protect your arms from the edges as you're coming in and out. There was one point when I was working on it, and I'm sure it's going to show in the videos, where I was pulling on one of the intercooler hoses and it popped, and when it did, I scraped my arm right on the side of that opening with the fiberglass, and it's never fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got myself 45 minutes later, and it's still there. So.
Yeah, but yeah, that little trick works for some of the minor rubbing, but it moved right out of the way when I hit that intercooler hose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's excited to actually put out more build content, because it's been a while. It's been a while since we've done videos, and I'm sorry about that, guys. It's just sometimes it's it hasn't been easy for me to get in there and do it. Just straight up, it's been tough for me to be able to do. And yeah, I mean, even in this one. I mean, it is what it is, but we got some new content, and I'm happy about that for sure.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Get back on the saddle again. That's what it's like.
Yeah, to a point for sure.
Yeah, and another exciting thing about this build is it's for a celebrity that we'll leave unnamed at this point.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool thing for us. We might divulge that at some point.
I'm sure we
have
will.
to talk to
There'll
him
be-
first about it.
Yeah, he's cool with it. Just there'll be some content that
With
we
him.
shoot first
Yeah.
before doing it. So yeah, someone that
Yeah, keep an eye on that.
it's if you're a sports person, it's a household name.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you guys got anything else you want to add on the show, or are we coming to the close?
I think that's about it.
Do you two want to have a birthday challenge?
Oh, birthday challenge.
I mean,
Quick one. We could just do a few. You do it. I'll do the birthdays.
you'll do the birthdays.
Yeah.
Birthday.
Okay. All right. So
Do
me
it.
versus you.
Okay.
Let you guys square up because it's no match if I do it. I win every time. So.
You do. You seriously. I don't know if he like researches ahead of time. Like in his free time, he's just like, this guy's this old. This guy's this old.
Yeah.
This
So
person's
so
that old.
I don't know if it was I don't think it was the last podcast. I think it was 2 ago where we did a birthday challenge, at least 2 ago, and the loser, or for every question or birthday that came up,
the hot chips.
the loser had to eat one of the hot chips, and I basically ate the whole bag by myself because
Yeah.
and
I'm pretty good at guessing birthdays for some reason. So I'm gonna start on. I just randomly clicked July 6th because I'm doing July birthdays, and
Hold on, before you do
some
it-
big names came up.
before
on
you do
July
it though, I
6th,
want
so
to give
we'll
you
do this.
I want to give you kudos and props too for another thing that you're really good at. Is we were playing a game where you name any movie and be within 2 years of when it was made. Like guess what year it was made, and Greg was like
Nailing it.
nailing it. I
For some
wanna
reason,
say,
I've
like,
always been good with
95%.
numbers. I've always been good with remembering numbers.
Yeah.
I can't remember anybody's name half the time when I meet them out
Yeah,
in public,
that's
but
my
I can
problem.
remember a number for some reason.
All right, so let's do this. Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm like I said, this is from July 6th. Kevin Hart just had a birthday. How old is he?
You can go first.
Yeah, we trade off. So you go first this time. Joe will go first the next time.
43.
I was gonna say 40 on the money, so let's say 40.
He is 39.
All right.
So 1 point. I'm gonna keep tally here.
You got all right. Cool.
All right, so it's 1 to nothing here. Let's see. How about Sylvester Stallone had a birthday just recently?
Ooh, that guy's. I think he was probably in his late 20s when he was doing the Rambo movies in like the late 70s. So say that was 40 years ago. So I'm gonna say 68.
68.
72.
72 on the money.
Oh
Darryl.
wow, nicely done, sir.
I don't know how that happened.
Are we giving 2 points
Yes.
for on the money?
Yes.
2 points for on the money. I agree.
Jermaine, were you saying that for?
50 Cent. 50 Cent just recently had a birthday.
45.
Jermaine, are you playing along too, bro?
Yeah, he is.
You think Sly Stallone is 98?
Ooh, that's rough.
Maybe he looks like it a little bit, but actually for how old he is, he actually looks pretty good.
That's what that HGH will do for you.
Yeah.
All right, so is it?
So
it's
50
me, right?
Cent. How old is 50 Cent?
50 Cent is 45.
45. He's on a show called Power, by the way, and anybody that doesn't watch Power, it's on Stars. It's an excellent show.
I've been wanting to watch that
It
since
is
it came out.
phenomenal.
I've heard a lot about it.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm going to say 47 somewhere.
Joe, what'd you say? 40.
48, I thought I said.
45.
No, did I say 45? Yeah,
Yeah.
45.
You win because you said 45. 48, you'd be wrong. It's
Yeah.
43.
It's 42.
Yeah.
42
So
is what
we're tied.
Jermaine had.
Yeah.
He's
He's
in
old
here.
as dirt.
He's in here, man.
Let's see who else we got.
Jermaine, you're going to have to put your answer in there.
George
early, 'cause there's a
George
bit of a
W.
delay here.
Bush also had a birthday.
Old GW.
That's not bad.
Cheney's coming.
That's
Come on,
pretty
y'all.
good.
We got to hide.
All right, your guess.
76.
76.
I didn't think he would be that old. I'm gonna wimp out and say 75.
You are correct, Joe. He's 72.
Really? I thought he was older than that.
Yeah.
Damn, GW.
Wow. Yeah. It's a
So who
long
else
time
we
ago
got?
since he
Who
was
else we
president. That was
got?
10 years ago was the last time he was president.
It's Alabama Kush. This is what did it to him.
How about the Dalai Lama?
Ooh, that's hard.
93. I think I'm low.
If you think you're low, I'm going to go high 95.
Or maybe I'm just mind tricking you.
83.
What?
Wow,
Yeah.
he doesn't look a day over 80.
That's funny. So it's 4-2. Joe's winning currently.
Yep.
I don't know where Jermaine's at.
Jermaine is...
How's he doing?
He's
hurt. He's,
Okay, so I'm going to get...
I gotta make sure
Let's move to the 27th. I'm going to move to today. See whose birthdays are today. How about my boy Triple H from the WWE?
ooh.
He had a birthday today.
I went last, or last round.
Jeez, I keep wanting to say like mid-40s, 46, 47,
You got to go with one.
46.
46.
I'm gonna go older. Yeah. Oh, geez, that one's hard because we were watching that. All right,
It
little
is hard.
little known fact, a little tangent here. Craig and I have been making websites since we were kids. I think we were like 12 years old when we registered our first domain. You can even look it up on archive.org. It was wrestleit.com, and that was more than 20 years ago.
Yeah.
He was doing it then. He must have been 25 then. So I'm going to say 40. What'd you say?
I said 46.
Geez,
Yeah,
that's such a
right?
that's so good.
I don't know.
Is it over or under? That one's hard. I'm going to go with 45. That's what I was going to say. So 45.
And you said 46?
It's 46.
He's 48.
Jeez.
Yeah, nicely
Wow.
done. Yeah.
So who else we
Yeah,
got here that we would know?
Tough one. Because, I mean, even if you look at him today, he doesn't quite look late 40s, early 50s.
A-Rod. A-Rod's
Ooh,
birthday
Alex
today.
Rodriguez.
Remember, he's retired from baseball now.
40.
40?
40?
He's probably playing until he was like 38, and he's been retired for years.
Yeah, I'm going to say, man, 45.
Daryl's closest. He's 43.
All right.
All right.
Tied it up.
4-4.
46, Jermaine, was that for A-Rod?
Yep.
Let's see what else we got here. There's a few people I recognize, but I wouldn't know their name. So let's look and see. I'm going to check yesterday's date real quick, and then that'll be it.
Well, if you want, you could always say their name. Oh, no, it'd probably be too hard for me to pull up their name without seeing
Yeah,
their
no, I'd
birthday.
rather just say someone that you guys know who it is.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see here. Sandra Bullock had a birthday yesterday. How old is Sandra Bullock?
Did I go first last time, or did you?
I don't remember.
Oh, there's some good ones on this one.
All right. What was the last one again?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra
No,
Bullock.
before. A-Rod. No, I went first on A-Rod. So
Yeah,
so it's yours.
okay.
Sandy. How's Sandy doing?
51.
51.
Wait. Was that the answer?
No,
Okay.
I was hoping. I was like, what?
that is incorrect.
Jermaine says, "Who
Jermaine.
cares? She's hot as hell."
This is true, Jermaine.
Sandra Bullock. I'm gonna say she's younger than that, so 48.
Nope, you are wrong. She's 54.
She's
That's what
older
I
than
thought,
that
dude.
by like
Yeah.
6 years. Wow.
Okay, next is Jason Statham.
50.
What did he even do?
Jason Statham.
Oh,
he was
never
in.
mind.
Yeah.
Transporter and
Nah, man. You gotta watch. Was it
What was that? I can't
Crank,
remember
Crack?
Crank. Yeah.
Crank?
the.
Was that
Crank.
it
I
was?
think it
Crank?
was Crank, and then
Where
of
he has
course
to like jumpstart his heart.
he's in all the Sly Stallone movies too.
Expendables.
Expendables
Yeah.
movies.
I like the Crank one though.
Yeah.
Because like if his heart gets below a certain level,
He's
it'll
gotta-
just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he dies.
so it's so ridiculous
He has
because
to keep doing adrenaline shots.
Yeah, adrenaline shots are like at one point he feels
He's-
like his heart's going down.
Him and his old lady on the outside in the middle of public. Yeah.
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 So he starts getting busy in order to.
Okay. I'm gonna say.
I said
50.
50. I said 50.
Did you say 50?
Yeah.
I got to go a little bit higher. 51.
You're
He's
probably
51.
Right. 50. Oh, double points. Good job, sir.
Jeez.
Mick Jagger had a birthday yesterday.
Oh,
How old is Mick Jagger?
And I know this one.
You know this one?
I know this one.
And you go first? Just put it out there.
73.
I mean, if it's
He's
if
not
it's
right on the button. I'll tell you if you're
72.
75.
Ah, God, I keep giving these people
I
too
heard
much
it
credit.
yesterday, and I
Did
feel
you?
like they said 73, but maybe no. He started with
Wow.
the Beatles in '63, so that's where I got the
Yeah, no, he didn't.
or 60, 69.
No,
something
none of those years will be right.
yeah.
With the Beatles? No, he wasn't in the Beatles. So
Or
Daryl has 7 points. I should do minus points that he thinks that Mick
Yeah.
Jagger was in the
Yeah.
Beatles. 7 points for Daryl, 4 points for Joe at this point, and there's still a few good ones here. So I have, let's do. Kevin Spacey,
man,
the now hated Kevin Spacey.
he looks old.
65. He is now qualifying for.
Retirement.
68.
He better be
Good
calling-
good
he better
timing.
be getting retirement because he is not getting paid. How old is he?
68.
He is 59.
What?
Joe gets a point.
Wow, that's. I mean, I'll take the point, but I don't think I deserve it being off that much.
So it looks like right now it's not very close. Joe is 2 points behind. So I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one more. And whoever gets this one gets 3 points. Ends the game. It's not very fair for Daryl, but hey,
Hey,
got to make it somewhat interesting because this hasn't been interesting. All right, so I'm doing from the 31st. Let me see somebody worth. Here you go. My boy, the star of all the Blade movies, went to jail for tax evasion.
Wesley.
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, the man, has a birthday coming up.
I think you're up.
Senior citizen, 66.
So he starred in the movie Major League, which I believe that was a late 80s movie, around 88. I think he was probably in his late 20s, like 27 for that. And that was, 30 years ago. What'd you go with?
66.
Out of desperation, I'm going 65. I've been wrong on all these unders. On all these unders, I've been wrong. But
All right, I can't let Joe win on that.
What was it?
Daryl wins. He's 55. You guys were both so far
oh
off.
no, well I was gonna say 57 if you did the math.
Well, if
but
you
then
would
I
have said
went
57,
down.
you won. But you said 65, and you
We can
went.
take it. We
you
can take
whipped
it.
out.
Hey, we can take it to bonus overtime with dead celebrities. If there's any up there.
I'll give you one more.
All right.
But that was cheap. So one
Yeah.
more. Whoever gets this wins. Get it right on the button. You double win.
Double win.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Winning.
How about TV's Superman from the 90s? Mr.
Which
Dean
Dean
Cain.
Cain.
Oh.
Okay.
He starred across from Terry Hatcher, who went on
Which
to
me?
have a bigger
That's
career
you.
than
Not
him.
me. I thought she had a bigger career then, even. Like she was more well known than Dean Cain.
I don't know. I just know she was
think-
on some
I think-
housewife show because my wife watches it.
I think
What's
that-
up, Craig?
I think Dean Cain's been on a lot of those Lifetime Network shows. That's his bread and butter.
Jermaine, whose career's dead? Sorry, I haven't been looking at these
I
updates.
think
That's
he
funny.
was referring to
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin
Kevin
Spacey. Oh, yeah.
Spacey's been retired.
But then
Yeah.
again, he could have been talking about Wesley Snipes too. So because they were
Yeah.
back to back.
All right.
No, Wesley Snipes is still alive and well.
Oh, so Dean Cain is currently 52.
I think a little bit older than that.
Yeah.
Like right on 60.
Oh, okay. So that's a
That's not a little bit. That's a lot of bit.
yeah.
I'm not giving away anything here. Are you?
That's not-
you're
that-
going
is
with
that you
60?
guys-
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 60.
You're going with 60.
I feel like he's old.
He's 51.
Oh,
Thank you.
hell?
Thank you.
I gave you some reprieve. I was
You
like,
did.
I tried.
You
to-
did. Gave me a chance.
That was
I didn't
that.
take it.
Take the early lead. Let the guy pass you and get
slow playing
comfortable.
it.
Right.
Get comfortable. Get him right where you want him, and
You played the game well, sir. I give you that. Next week, I'm
No.
bringing hot chips.
Jermaine, I heard that Wesley Snipes is doing another Blade movie, and I'm serious. I heard that is in the works right now. So it'll make them relevant again for at least a year.
Did you get the word from the bird?
The word from the big bird.
All right, guys.
What's up, Craig? Thanks for chiming in, man.
Well, we're gonna wrap up the show now.
We
Oh,
talked
go ahead.
about the ride early on, so.
Oh, yeah, to lead off the show, I do believe.
Yeah, if you want to, it'll come back on the channel once we sign off. I think it'll show.
Yeah, it takes a couple minutes, and then it'll show us something you can watch. Or all of our podcasts are on youtube.com/PWC Muscle as well. So thank you for listening to the PWC Muscle Podcast. You can continue the conversation with us over on pwcextreme.com.
Jermaine.
What's he got now?
He's as old as the Chinese food I'm about to nuke.
Nice. That doesn't sound very healthy, bud. All right, don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. You can visit Facebook or youtube.com/PWC Muscle and get 10% off of your purchase on PWC Muscle by using the promo code podcast10 on your next order. For Daryl and Greg, I'm Joe Zamataro saying ride fast, and we'll see you on the water.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.